My name is Robert McDormand, Auto Claims Specialist. I'm here representing Auto Claims Specialist and myself. I'm here today to testify in support of the bill. Thank you for allowing me to address this committee. This is my third time to testify in support of mandatory appraisal rights in motor vehicle policies in Texas.
Speak up, sir, so we can hear you. Pull that microphone closer.
Thank you, sir. I am licensed by the Texas Department of Insurance and other state Department of Insurance as a public insurance adjuster. Auto Claims Specialist is licensed in over 26 states. We are stark consumer advocates. Last session, Texas Watch compiled data on the impact of auto appraisal for Texas insured, and their study found that the average difference between appraisal award and insurance offer with repair claims was $5,307. The average difference in total loss claims was $3,089.27. Texas Department of Insurance in December 2024 released their appraisal experience called data report. The findings showed an increase between 2,100 and 5,900 more than insurer's initial offer. Our records show for repair procedure appraisal disputes on average increases 65.68 for total loss claims is 39.64 above the carrier's final offer. The TDI 2022 biennial report consideration suggested to establish policy for appraisal guidance. The Texas Office of Public Insurance Council reports the ADA's Texas Legislative Recommendation 1 was preserve right of appraisal. The Texas Department of Insurance on their website advised insured to seek appraisal before filing a complaint. Several years ago, I brought to their attention not all policies had an appraisal clause. Today, they suggest you check with your policy to make sure it has an appraisal clause. The limiting or removal of right of appraisal and motor vehicle claims will be the nail in the coffin for safe roadways in Texas. Please help us mandatory appraisal rights for Texas. Senator Schwertner, I commend your leadership and direction in public service, and thank you, committee members.
Ware, Wendell at Texas Watch for the legislation. Thank you again, Mr. Chairman, for bringing this. You had not one, but two bills on the last intent calendar the last night in the Senate, and I appreciate you continuing to work this issue. Appreciate Annika and the process that y'all created. I'm heartened to hear the support across the table for this important bill. Appraisal is important for resolving these disputes quickly and getting to the correct number. We're talking about the cost of the loss. Nobody's overpaid or underpaid. It's getting to the right number, getting this before an independent expert or panel of experts. If I may offer one constructive note on the sub that I think is very much in line with the sub. On page 2, line 6, it talks about the commissioner adopting rules and setting time frames for when appraisal should be concluded. I would suggest also adding the words commenced and concluded, because again, making sure that appraisal is done early on in the dispute is so important, so we don't get a year or two down the road before somebody tries to invoke appraisal. At that point, it just adds more delay. So adding the words commenced and concluded is important. The commissioner has already adopted rules for TWIA on appraisal. We trust her to do a very thorough and thoughtful job here in adopting rules here that will establish those guidelines and those timelines that are so important. You heard the study that we did in 2023. We evaluated over 1,200 claims and found that appraisal made a difference of over $5,000 on repair claims and over almost $4,000 on total loss claims. We commend TDI for their study that confirmed what we found. Again, the difference was between $2,100 and $5,900. So that's real money for your constituents, and it makes sure that we get to the right amount of money to where the repair professionals can do the job the right way, the safe way, according to the manufacturer specifications, because we know safe repairs save lives. With that, I'm happy to take questions.
Thank you very much. So, when I request Senator Menendez.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The gentleman on the far right, you said you were from San Antonio, Miracle Paint and Body?
Miracle Body and Paint.
Body and
yes.
Paint. So is your company independently owned?
Yes.
So, because my understanding is a lot of body shops, collision centers these days are owned by the insurance companies as well. Is that the case?
I'm not certain of that.
Okay.
But there is.
You're shaking your head.
Some body shops have what are called direct repair programs. It's basically a volume business with carriers. And even though we have laws that prevent steering to particular companies, I can tell you some of these insurance companies are very sophisticated in how they get people to those body shops. Sometimes they say, well, if you can get it to that body shop, we can get our adjuster out there tomorrow. But if you take it to this independent, it's going to take us a week or two.
And what I've found too is they'll tell the tow truck driver that they will pay for it to go to this body shop, but not that body shop.
Correct.
That's
And then people are under stress because they only have so much time on their rental.
right. Yeah, exactly.
So how are they going to get to work?
They ain't